Hello again, everybody. Just want to give you another quick video, get you back up to speed with progress I've made so far, and also show you that I've got my Optima batteries in. I have chosen to run Optima. Final decision. They're in my possession now. It's what I'm running. I kicked around a couple other battery companies, but I've used Optima for years, and they are just a rock-solid battery, and that's what I've chosen to run. These things are one of the toughest batteries. Actually, I would say they are the toughest battery on the market, and the performance is excellent. So, as I said, that's what I plan to run. These are basically going to be back here. This will be a little easier to show you now. We're looking at the rear of the vehicle. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to cut this floor out. I'm probably going to have to drop this down about 8 inches. I'll have a little bit of a gap in between here, and then I'll have a piece of plexiglass over the top, so you'll see that. And you'll basically, that'll all be lit up. One thing that was a little bit of an issue for me is the fact that it's a yellow top battery, but folks at Optima don't have a problem with me painting it, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to tape all this off, keep the gray down here. All you'll end up seeing is the top of the battery anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and scuff this, put a little bulldog on it, and shoot it with some red paint, possibly a candy. Not sure exactly, haven't made up my mind yet, but it'll be red. Over here, take you with me real quick. We have the other remaining batteries. I just went ahead and put the truck back together, and I actually took the truck for a ride and to pick up these batteries, as I'm running 7 of them total. I'm going to have one of these deep cycles for each one of the amplifiers, the sub amps, because those are going to be sucking the most juice. These have a pretty good reserve time. I'm expecting to get at least 45 to 50 minutes of actual play time out of these, and my amps are going to suck approximately anywhere from 90 to probably 125, 130 amps of current, just depending on what the frequency is that is being reproduced and type of music I'm playing, as well as the volume level, which she's going to be loud, so she's going to be pulling some juice. Let me grab the drop light. I am using one as per many of your requests, since I haven't been able to get very good video without it. As you can see here, I've gotten quite a bit of the deadening material in. I'll tell you, this stuff is great. This is the Fat Mat Rattle Trap Extreme. They have excellent prices on this, and the stuff performs well. As I said, I've gotten a little bit done. Most of the rear here, I still have a bit to do on the sidewalls there. The bed sides, I haven't done the doors yet because I'm going to be putting steel plates on those, and also I have some of the sprayable version, which is called body armor, that they make. That I'm going to actually spray on the inner parts of the doors, which you can't see that because I've set the drop light out of the way again. But anyways, let me just grab this drop light. Yeah, I'll put a couple pieces of deadening material down on the flat areas, and then I'll spray the whole inner parts of the door with the sprayable version, the body armor. I'm going to try to build it up to at least about 50 mil thick on that, and that should work out pretty well for me. And plus, as I said, I'll have the steel plate across there, and I'll put deadening material on that as well. As you can see, this conforms extremely well. Here's one angle that's a pretty tough one to get, and you can see the aluminum didn't even rip on me. It does take a little bit of work to get it like that. I've installed a lot of deadening material before, but basically the biggest thing is patience. A lot of people ask me how you get it to look really nice like this, laid out flat. All I can tell you is take your time and just basically do what you can do to keep it neat. It can be a little bit tricky, as many of you know that have actually tried to install it before. This here is some of the stickiest stuff I've ever used. This stuff sticks like super glue, which is exactly what you want, but that can make it a little bit difficult to install unless you know what you're doing. I typically try to keep the paper backing on there. I just peel a little bit back as I'm laying it down, and then I roll my area out, and then I'll pull a little more out and continue to work it. That also helps so you keep the air bubbles out and it lays nice and flat, such as this has. Real happy with this product. As I drove it today, I noticed a big difference already. Obviously this vehicle is stripped, and I've driven a couple times before with all the interior and jute and carpet out, and this thing is loud. I mean, it sounds like a freight truck running through a nitroglycerin plant basically. And now that I've put the fat mat in, it is really quieted down. It has been night and day. And the other thing is, I don't even have the driver's side done there because I misplaced one of my sockets. GM has a special socket they use for the seats. I think it's probably so makes it a little harder to steal these, deter theft, because there is a lot in these seats between heaters, them being leather, airbags, what have you. So anyways, I got an idea where that socket is. I'll find that in the next couple days. It's inside my house, buried, as I turn my place into a paint booth. One other thing you haven't seen probably since I did the paint job on the Yukon. Got the front fenders on, sprayed the hood, and there's the Optima logo, batteries logo. I painted that on as well. Came out pretty good, as you can see. There is one thing I had a problem with, which is you can see that greenish color there. It's a little hard to get. I have to hit the light just right. But the candy for some reason bled right through the black base coat and also on the Precision Power logo. Basically, I'm going to have to shit can this Precision Power logo. If you look at this, trying to get the right angle here and also look at it through the camera, you can see right there how green that is. That is actually what it looks like when the light hits it, especially in the sunlight. It was only in the areas where the candy was sprayed, and I tried two different approaches to this. I've never had this problem before, and I've used this product tons of times, this candy. If you actually go up here and look, you can see it's still green, and as I move up, it turns black. That is because no candy was applied in this area. It's only where the candy is. I'm utterly disgusted with this right now, and I don't even know what to say. I don't even like talking about it. My only resolution to this at this point, considering how much time I have to get this done, is I'm going to have to sand this down, spray it black, and about the best I can do is put a decal over it for now, which that is not the route I wanted to go. And it doesn't make me happy either because the paint's going to start getting real thick here real fast. Also, I got a cold last week, as I mentioned in the video. I took 5 days off of work to try to get this whole thing painted, and as you can see, I don't have the doors done. Not happy about that either, but I had 2 days downtime, so that really held me up. But other than that, everything's going pretty good, which, well, I won't even say it's that good because I expect to be much further along. Spring break nationals are just around the corner. As you can see, or hear, my mood is changing really quickly talking about this. But we're going to keep pressing on and get as much done as possible. Hoping to God I don't have to take any shortcuts on this because I really want this vehicle to be right. I'm going to try to finish getting some of the fat mat deadening material in. Enough so I can start putting the enclosure in and try to get to the audio. I know a lot of you have been making comments that you'd like to see something with the audio. Trust me, I would too. But this is what it takes to get this right, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to move along as quickly as I can, and hopefully I can get some audio done in here soon. And I'm going to keep giving you updates as much as possible. Thanks for looking. Would appreciate it if everybody would subscribe as well.